Kapa Hawaiian FM 100.3, 99.1, and online at kaparadio.com. As promised, another edition of the Kapa Cafe. We're talking story this morning with Waylon Nihipali. Aloha ke kahiaka, Waylon. Good to speak with you.
Good morning. Good morning.
Where are you located? Where you live?
Mountain View.
Oh, okay. So we've had the privilege of sharing your mele on Kapa. And I think I wanted to start off with of all genres that you sing, why country?
Because they named me Waylon. No, that's not why. But they did name me Waylon because my parents are huge country fans, though, and my dad is a country artist too. So that's where it comes from. I followed him since I was little. Yeah.
Small kid time.
Was
there any other genre, speaking of that, growing up, was there any other genres in the house? Like I always reminisce about cleaning house. There was always a Brother Casimiro's album that we always had when we was cleaning house. Was there anything outside of country playing in your home?
Always. Always Hawaiian music. I'm in reggae and country. So my dad is he just loves Hawaiian. I don't know. I think he loves Hawaiian more than he loves country, but that's just our roots. But I grew up with everybody in the household, from Call Creative Boys and Hawaiian Style Band and Shucks Pioneers, all those. My dad's he's just a music buff, that's all.
I love it. So when did you find that you had a music something? Some of our artists find when they had a talent contest at school, they just went jam them. When did that happen for you? Or has it always been from the time you were a young boy?
I think I was 10. 10 and I went on stage with my ukulele with Lloyd Nihipali, and because I wanted to be like Loeka.
Right.
Yeah, we was on stage like the same time. Of course, he was way better than me, so I would. I look up to him though. He got all the attention when we was little. But no, that was my first time on stage was with Uncle Lloyd and Pomai.
What a great mentor or someone to look up to. So talented, that Ohana. So talented.
Oh yeah.
So talented. I can listen to him play music all night long, him and that guitar.
Yeah, the whole family, both sides.
Yeah, amazing. So, when it came to country though, you had a choice with all the different genres growing up. When did that happen for you when you thought, you know what, hey, I can do this country thing? When did that happen for you?
It was, I started doing rodeo from about 10 years old. And I think I was in high school and my dad said, hey, he said, hey, you like being a cowboy? He said, you're not gonna be on cowboy until you can get off your horse, pick up your guitar and sing a song. He said, that's what the real cowboys used to do. Of course, he might have been just joking, but I took it serious. And we're here now.
Oh, that is the best. That is the best. Oh my goodness. How about, do you have children, and if you do have children, do your children sing?
I do have children. I have a 6-year-old, a 12, and a stepdaughter who's in high school that I raised since she was 2. None of them so far has taken a serious interest in it. Yet. I know, I'm praying, but we're moving to Nashville soon.
What?
In June. Yeah.
So so let's tell me about that. What's the intention there, and how did that happen?
It's just I'm moving to Nashville for obvious reasons, with the country music, because Nashville is the country music capital of the world. And so the hardest thing for me is to find steady gigs that I can do, or even just tour, with country music. And of course, the other complications, like finding the players. There's a lot of good players in Hawaii, but they're kind of spread out. So trying to form a country band is kind of hard for me. And then, they have all the tools there as far as like, the real big studios and songwriting associations and stuff like that. So a lot of live music stuff over there, country wise. So we're just gonna try and put myself in that, in the field and see what happens.
So speaking of that, we come to the mele, and Jazz, his specific question or comment was the production. Now he wants to, talk a little bit about the recording and the production and what took place. He said this is his words, it's very multi-genre centric. So there's a lot of in the production, the finger snaps. There's an urban feel. It's not just I don't want to say just a country song. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but there's a few elements. There are elements in your song, in the production, that bring it. It can flow in other formats because of that production. Tell me a little bit about your work with Supernaut.
So I did like what they call top lining with this one. So we got like basically got like a beat and stuff to this song, and it is a little bit different. It's more of what they call pop country today. Working with Mike was, of course, because it was my first real recording, it was a bit of a challenge because I had to feel him out. He had to feel me out. So it took a little bit longer, I think, than normal. But he's great. He's a great engineer.
Yeah. I mean, Jazz, we were, like I mentioned earlier, he was specific when he first heard the recording. There's a very big sound to it. It's not your typical, just putting it together. Like the quality of the work and the engineering and production is very high quality. And he wanted to just acknowledge you and Mike Supernaut on that. And you can hear it. All the details specific in your song. When you did the video, when did you decide to do the video? All the local people was all crazy when they see their face on the video.
I know there were so many people that I think wanted to be on the video, and then that I wanted to be on the video that couldn't be there. But I got my mom in there, which I was super stoked about that. My sister is in there. My fiance is in there, and her sister. So there's and a lot of my friends are in there.
Awesome.
So it was super fun. We decided to do that actually when the song first came out in October. But there was all kinds of stuff going on with the whole pandemic. There was just delays, and there was Christmas time and stuff like that. So it was a little bit of a complication, and we had to cancel. And the hardest part about it was coordinating everything as far as like having the bar and the people and the trucks that we're using, trying to get everybody on the same days. So we did it in 2 days, Waimea and Hilo.
That's awesome. So much fun. It's so cool when you get to see a product like that come out of our Hawaii island. Congratulations on that. Congratulations. And it's so cool to see all the local places and the highlighting. Everybody, what's funny is I tell this to Jazz all the time. Everybody has a story about your topic of that mele.
Yeah, the comments. Yeah.
And I'm not going to even ask about the inspiration. I don't like ask, but I was telling Jazz the other day, how many of us listening to this song is going, uh-oh, I remember that memory. Oh, I have a memory of that. Uh-oh, man.
It's so funny because it was just a real brief moment. that we were going through, and it was just a thought in
Yeah.
my mind. It was not
A real thing.
it was a real thing. It's about my fiance actually. It was a real thing that we were going through real briefly, but it wasn't a real truck and a real guy per se.
Yeah.
But it was just that idea of, what if?
What if?
So
How would I feel?
we're having this small rough patch in our life,
Yeah.
and I think I can handle it, but what if? And that's what it was about actually. And it's funny because she's always, every time we read the comments or I tell her about a new comment on YouTube, and she's sitting right next to me, right? So it's like, it's the funniest thing because people have so many different perspectives of that song and what it means to them, and it's cool because it touches a lot of people.
People can relate. People can relate.
Yes, they can relate. Yes.
And as an artist and as an entertainer, that's what you're going to do to capture them, is when they can relate to what you're sharing.
Yes.
Sad or not. Drama or
I'm
not.
figuring that out right now. As a songwriter. And it takes you guys, the experts, to tell me what they're really looking for.
Yeah, well, I'm going to tell you right now, the one thing that really helps us, Waylon, is the fact that the production and the quality of your product, so that it can be airable on radio, is important. We do, and I'm not the music director, but when music comes in, the quality is really important. When we put you up on air, there's an expectation when listeners tune into Kapa, and so it's important for us to maintain that professional quality no matter what, and it's beautiful that this product or this project has given us that opportunity to air on Kapa the way it was done. So on behalf of Kapa Hawaiian FM, congratulations, brother, to you and your family and this new endeavor of hitting it to Nashville. We're hoping that we can stay in touch. Please, when you go and new product, new mele and projects come out, let's stay in touch so we can make sure Hawaii Island can continue to support you.
For sure, yeah. Thank you so much. I will definitely keep in touch with you guys.
What about social media platforms and any Facebook and Instagram people can follow you?
I think it's well, I have a website. It's waylandscountry.com.
Okay.
www.waylandscountry.com. And then I have an Instagram. It's under Waylon's Music.
Okay.
And Facebook, if you type in my name, Waylon Nihipali, it'll come up, but it's under Waylon and Corey at the moment.
Okay.
Which is my fiance, yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Well, we want to encourage everybody who's listening or watching right now to continue to support your music, and we send you just ho'omaikai, good jujus and blessings on your adventure to Nashville, Waylon. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you so much.